All right, so let's go live. It's close enough. First order of business. Does everybody hear me okay? I know there's a delay, so just want to make sure everything is working. It appears to be on my end anyway. All right, thanks, John. Good deal. Good deal. All right. So, let's talk about the windfall. You know how you can have credit cards with like bonus dollars to them? Apparently, one of my credit cards was just that way, and I get the emails. Oh, you can buy this or you can buy that. La, 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 la. I just shrug it off. I don't do anything because it's never anything I want. Well, last Friday afternoon after the live stream, I got a email from the bank, my credit card, and saying your points are now redeemable through Amazon. All right, and I'm going, okay, is this a scam or what? Am I going to hit a link and download something? So I didn't think anything more about it. I deleted it and said the heck with it. Well, about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning on Saturday when I woke up. Yes, I'm a very early riser. That's why you guys see me go to the bed at 8, 9 o'clock at night. I get a thing from. I'm looking at Amazon for something, and I find it, and there it is. When I go to check out, it says, "Do I want to link my certain bank dollars to my Amazon account?" And I'm going, wow, yeah, I want to link them. Now, keep in mind, I've had this credit card for 10 years, okay? And you can imagine the amount of bonus dollars, points, whatever you want to call it, that have accumulated over that period of time. Hell, for all I knew, a bunch could have expired. I don't know. And so I had a large sum of available credit that I could use on Amazon. Time to go shopping. I can't. I spent the next hour and a half, 2 hours buying stuff off of Amazon. And it started arriving as early as Sunday. So, hey, JD, welcome. Hey, Bernard. Yeah. So, my wife was still in bed. I didn't tell her. I just started buying shit. I went through my wish list. You know how you can have a wish list? And I went through that and all the high dollar things that I've been wanting but haven't bought. I just went ahead and bought them all. And a bunch of little shit too. And then a bunch of other stuff. I was in the buying mood, so I bought some other stuff, not from Amazon as well. So anyway, and all that stuff's coming, and most of it I haven't opened yet. So I've been saving it for today. But trust me, it will not take me 2 hours per box like some people. No. All right. Just show them I am in uniform, right? Hey, James. Welcome. So that's what I was talking about as far as a windfall. Poor Heath, yeah. If you watched the stream Tuesday night and he had that Sound Value GG1, Bachman sound value is they're typically, at least the two that I have, are Economies from Soundtracks. Okay, same sound files as their Tsunami 2, just a limited down number of sounds, and but the sounds you do get are the same files, and then limited not down number of functions. Okay. Now the amplifier in them, the Tsunami 2 has a 2 amp amplifier. That's why if you put a Tsunami 2 in a loco, you better check your speakers, because most of the speakers we all use, like the Sugar Cubes, they're 1 amp speakers, and you'll blow them just sure as hell. You need to put, when you put a Tsunami 2 in, it's wise to put 2 speakers in. So, but I'm sure all he has to do is get in there and crank up the sound, because my 2 are plenty loud. Actually, most of us have our sounds cranked up too loud anyway. So that's personal preference, I guess. Exactly, Anthony. He did. He's the one. He marketed that really well. He rolled with the flow. I'm not sure he started it. I think it was either Ray or Tom's Trains and Things. Started blaming it, and then he just rolled into it, and then decided, hey, I can make this is becoming popular. I can make some money off of this. Yeah, the newer Bachmans aren't bad. Not like the old POSs. A 10 unit? That's cool, Randall. As a matter of fact, I am looking at some right now, and but if they're ones I'm looking at, I got 2 coming in, but they're not BNs. And then I'm looking at some others that are BNs that I'll have to repaint, because that's after my era. Hey, Mr. Voodoo, aka John 7. Where'd Jackie? I didn't see Jackie come in. Where's Jackie? There's Jackie. Hey. I haven't seen Lee. Oh, that's right. He's out gallivanting around for 3 weeks working. Yeah, JD, I like the newer ones. The old ones have a bad history on cracking gears, even worse than Atherton and Blue Box. And the thing about Blue Box is, at least you can get the gears. Okay, a lot of these Bachmans, old Bachmans. When I say old, I'm talking 80s. Okay, 80s, maybe early 90s. You can't get the gears anymore. I went to the Bachman site. I had bought a 484 Northern, and when it came in, I, of course, put it on test track, and it was a no-go. Motor ran. It just sat there and ground because all the gears are cracked in it. Because it's old. All right? But you can't buy the gears anymore. I went to the Bachman site and couldn't find them. So ran searches on them, couldn't find them. So. Hey, Robert. Welcome. Figured you'd be at work. Taking a long weekend. I actually, now that Aurora is not done, but I'm back to being able to use it. Let's see, I'll pop a picture up here somewhere. Where the hell? See, I've got all the freight cars and everything back. Add Aurora trains again. While there, I wasn't able to run trains for a long while, like what, 2 months? I hear you, Jackie. You know, I traveled virtually every week for 10 years, and in my job, and home on weekends type of thing. And when I got promoted and I was home every night, my wife it drove her nuts. It absolutely drove her nuts. It was a huge adjustment. Kids liked it. Not sure my wife did. Oh, my printer's got a scanner built into it, James. Hey, Lee deserves it. Right, Jackie? Poor Lee. Well, as the title to this stream's picture indicated, title screen, too many mail trains. Too many mail trains. They're all crashing. All right, I need to switch back, I guess. Put me back in the picture. Oh, that kind of scanner. I thought you were talking about to scan documents with, not a radio or airway scanner. I had one many, many years ago, but that's when it still used crystals. You had to change out crystals. Yes, I think mine was like a 3-channel, and then you could change the crystals out for different channels. And then I think it was the Bearcat came out, and this mid-70s, I guess. When the Bearcat came out, it was all solid state type of situation. Then it would scan everything. Only from you, Voodoo. Only from you. You quit messing up, you wouldn't have to run from the cops. So Robert, do scanners pick up Canadian frequencies? Asking for a friend, you know. Did I miss an episode from Wilmer on your Alexandria build? Hey, Joe. Welcome. Now, for all of you that have known about condiment bottles for years and years and years and failed to tell anybody, shame on you. That was the best thing since apple pie. So true, Robert. So true. All right. Let me open one of these. All right. This one is from Jacksonville, Florida. And most of this stuff I've opened. Some of it I've even started using because I've been waiting for it. This one's not open, and I have no clue. I don't remember what it is. Oh, yeah. Okay. I utilize black and white paint pens, both fine and medium tip. And I got thinking about it. If you go to a a train station, at least back in the 60s. And on the platform, typically there would be a yellow line that you had to stand behind. Okay. At least in the Chicago train station. So I went and yes, this was part of the windfall, all $5 or whatever it was. So anyway, yellow paint pens. Yay. Now, some would say, hey, you can use those for the yellow stripes on your highways. Well, no, I can't, because yellow stripes on highways didn't come into being until the mid-ish 70s. Okay. Or at least not the standard until then. So anyway, now I know about shaker bottles, Lynn. I used to have a whole slew of them. Now I got a whole slew of empty ones. Anybody need any? Pay the shipping, I'll send them. So now I got the yellow. Oh, and I got chrome. These work great for detailing little cars. And I got black. And I got white. All right. So paint pens are great. I love them. All right. All right, Randall, drive safe. So now that Strasburg is over, anybody got any next big plans for anybody? Anybody going to St. Louis for the NMRA? I'm not. Next year, I'm going to Dallas for the NMRA. That is a definite, because I tried to go see my daughter in Oklahoma City, one of my daughters in Oklahoma City, and my brother who's in Dallas. So who knows, Robert? I may be knocking at your door. What's that song? They got you knocking, but you can't go home. Whatever. It looked like y'all had a blast, Joe. It was funny, you know how on day one, what was it, Saturday morning, or maybe day two? I don't. Whatever day you were gonna all stand, it might have been Friday, under the Railfan camera at 11 o'clock to get a picture, and then they didn't move the camera. We all could hear you all talking. All right, and of course, you could, one was Ray, because Ray's got a very distinctive laugh, voice and laugh. Who are some of the others? Sparky. A couple other people whose voices I know. You can make them out. And then a bunch of others. So those of us at home were living vicariously through the rest of you. All right. So, Robert, you telling me I should bring a Loco or two? I've got a 210 that won't run on mine because it's very snickety. I got a couple places where I clamp down to 20 inches, a little under, and it just doesn't like it. So. Well, that'll be good, Lynn. Yeah, I never tire of watching your club's modules. They're always cool. Thanks for putting those. And Jackie will not mislead. You say that now, Jackie. Wait till week 3. Yeah, it's those meet and greet things are fun because you can put names to faces and such. In my other hobby, back my early years with it was always good to go to koi shows and meet the people that were in some of the chat rooms and so forth. That was way before YouTube, and or at least before YouTube got 32-inch. Yeah, so it might work. I would think so. Yeah. Yep. It's my Shelf Queen. It'll make it around my outer, and we'll have issues sometimes in one of two places. Other times they're fine. So, and a lot of it has to do with heat and the expansion contraction being out here on the patio, or lanai as it's called here. Speaking of which, I just turned on the air conditioner. I just found another box. Yeah, they're hard because that wheelbase is so dang long. Any abrupt incline, decline will throw them off, let alone they don't have enough play in their axles or given their axles for corners. So it's, even 484s can have some issues. If I ever move and build another layout and have room, it's going to be a minimum of 30. That'd be for the inner loop. And see, I tried for a minimum of 28 here, but I do have some places where it's clamped down a little less than that. Excuse me, not 28, where it was 20. Okay. On the inside curves, and the outside curves being 23 to 24. Only away for 12 days. Well, he made it sound like it was 3 weeks, Jackie. Most of my diesels are 6-axle, and I don't have problems. I have problems with one 4-axle one, but I think it's because of weight. It's a Bachmann RS3. Still got to working on that one. All right, James. Have a great day. All my E8s, they run on my inner loops. So my SD45s run on my inner loops. I got one problem over behind the gravel for the SD45s, but it's more related to a incline situation. And then my 280 consolidated, that thing, now that I have the power pack in it and the new H series board, BLI, I don't have any issues with it anymore. Of course, all my F units are good. What else I got? I got GPs are all good. So, and my U-boats, they're all good. I've seen a lot of locomotives, particularly long steamers, that I'd say I would think would have problems, but the factory on the ones I'm talking about, I'll say handle 18-inch curves. So I'm not that big of a steam guy, so I'm really not sure. Matter of fact, that 484 I was talking about, that was only my third. I got the consolidated, the 280, and then the 210-2, and then I bought that 484 Northern. That when I got it, it had all cracked gears, and I sent it back. Matter of fact, it So my wife's mailing it today, mailing it back. And I have no idea what a cross mafe is. So, oh, shoot. I didn't know I had another box of these. Yeah. Okay, the next mail call from China. Can anybody guess what it is? Next mail call is from China. What do you think it is? And we'll dun 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 dun. And your answers, please. Yeah, Joe, I was thinking about doing that on the 210-2. I'm just resistant to ruining something. Ooh, I bet you that is cool, Bernard. Bat meat. Yes, Joe. Joe is the winner. Chopsticks. Good one, Bernard. More LEDs. All right. And I just went through my LEDs and found a box I didn't know I had. So now I got like 3 boxes of them. But when I get around to doing Chicago, all right, I'm behind me. I'm going to need a lot of LEDs. All right, so that was the next one. More condiment bottles. Yeah. Actually, I do have one more that I haven't used yet. And tons of shaker bottles. Just for you, Lynn. Hey, Edward, how you doing? Man, I got a little, I don't know if you can see it behind. No, it's under the sign. But behind me is a portable air conditioning unit. Vented to the outside, of course. And I cleaned it out earlier in the week. You know, did a annual, well, actually, it's quarterly, where I clean the coils and so forth. And because it gets with all the crap in here, and it was filthy. Now it's literally freezing my backside. I need to directionalize it. Yeah, you can do that, Lynn. Saving pill bottles. People our age don't have any problem with that because we get pill bottles a lot. Or you can get these, Lynn. Which are pill bottles. Or people using this pill bottles. I eventually am going to take my chalk set and grind them down and put them in these. All right. So I have some weathering chalks. Just another project I haven't gotten to. I got 2 of these. I put screws and such, oddball screws in a couple of the deals. Small butter containers? That's what I use pill bottles, the prescription pill bottles for, is track nails and rail joiners. Although shortly I won't need any more because I won't have any place else to put track. All right, Edward. Well, there it is. There's no mandatory requirement of being here. I understand people can get to the streams when they can, and sometimes they just can't. You know, work gets in the way, or family commitments, etc. Ah, that's a good thing. A sharps container. Okay. So that you don't throw them in the trash can and then somebody smash down the trash and cut the hell out of himself, like my wife did one time on a can lid. A cross. All right, you got me. Where's it at, Lynn? What's it called? What's it called? ML 4000. All right. I presume it's an HO. Nope. That's a no-go. Well, I'll look up Kraus ML fourth. It's still nothing. Oh. Well, okay. There's a picture of one. Oh yeah, I've seen these before. Models of them. There's only one survivor turned into a camera car. Okay, now I know what they are. Yeah, but weren't they a bust, Lynn? They didn't perform as expected. Edward, most people wouldn't know what a 35 millimeter film container is anymore. Easter egg things, yeah. All right, Lynn, let me look at it. You got enough of them, Lynn? Jeez. Yeah, so true, John. I mean, voodoo. My son wanted to buy a truck a few months ago, and he went to look at it, and said, "Dad, the price is right." I said, "Well, cool. You gonna buy it?" And he said, "I can't." I said, "Why not?" He says, it's a stick shift, and I don't know how to drive a stick. And I said, what? I didn't teach you how to drive a stick shift? Well, now he lives 800 miles away, so it's not like I can run over and teach him either. Hello, Mike at Putnam Junction. Welcome. Speaking of 3D printing, is anybody here a member of the Mini Prints Print of the Month Club? Anybody? Mini Prints? Hey, Steve! I didn't know you were ghosting back there. Welcome. Yeah, I am too, and I'm amazed. This is my, let's see, second month. Okay, and I am amazed at these prints he does. Last month's was the trailer. Okay, the mobile home with the ITLA or wooden laser cut deck to go with it. I still haven't built it. And then it had the old weave style lawn chairs. I mean, tiny, tiny little things. And I was amazed at that. Well, the next mail call is this month's print of the month from Mini Prints. Okay. And it's got some decals in it. And it's got a truck. And the truck is up on concrete blocks. If you can see that. It's up on concrete blocks, so it's got to be painted and rusted up and so forth. But then it's got a bunch of little, little detail parts in here too. You know those big white tanks with the metal ribbing to make them hold their shape? It's got a couple of those. It's got like a jack. Maybe a toolbox for the back of the pickup truck. Where did I just put oh, there's the other one. It's got what could be a dog or a wolf. It's got a barbecue grill. It's got a couple of satellite dishes and a toilet. Okay. So all these little things. And the one that 6 months or so ago, I was talking to my wife, and she goes, "You need birds, and you need dogs, and all this little stuff." And I said, "Yeah, you're right, but I got to build this thing first." And so then I talked about the Mini Prints Print of the Month Club, and she says, "Well, why don't you join that? Because you need that little detail stuff." Who am I to argue with my wife, right? So this is two month kits that I haven't built yet. Haven't done anything with yet because I got so many other stuff going. Hell, I still got those two coal hoppers I got to build, and I still have the 2 Burlington trailers I got to build. Put that back there with them. I think it's a jack. An open refrigerator? Where? Oh, that's in with the cases. Yes. Okay. The freezer. Yeah, you're right. Okay, not a toolbox. Yeah. What? It's the thing that's right next to it. In that. Oh, it's a tricycle. That's what it is. It's a tricycle. It's a tricycle in here. All right. My dog's not laying down. My dog's standing up. I think. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I guess you could have him laying down. I'm gonna paint him up to look like my dog. Exactly, Bernard. Like I say, who am I to argue with her? Yeah, big wheel, tricycle. Big wheel's just a type of tricycle. You gotta understand, Steve. All right, we didn't have big wheels when I was a kid. We had tricycles. Now my kids had it. My son had a big wheel. So it's not like I'm unfamiliar with them. That'd be cool, Lynn. There is? Decals. I don't see anything that tells me what everything is. At least I assume they're decals. Do. Oh well. Well, Steve, technically a big wheel is a tricycle. It's got 3 wheels, therefore and it's a cycle. Now granted, it's a big wheel because they made the actually all they did was lower the seat. No. In answer to that question, Steve, no. I don't see anything. There's this decal thing in here that I can't get into. All right, and there's nothing else in the envelope or box. So. Did you ever get it, Artie? Did the guy who did get it tell you? I know we get other people's mail all the time, and if it's within our neighborhood, we just take it over and put it in their mailbox. If not, we return it to the post office the next day. That's us. They send it to Austria, I'm sure, instead of Australia. Like the story of the kid that got on an airplane to travel into Oakland, and he ended up in Auckland. Or vice versa. Now, a little bit here. I need to turn this one on. Oh. Oh, I can't turn him on. He's not there. Although I could put this guy there. Well, hang on, people. Why is it not taking it? That is number 8, right? Yeah. I'm here, folks. I'm just trying to put a different engine on the Motorman. Oh, that's why. There we go. Maybe. Kind of. Yeah, crank it up. Oh, come on. I know why. Well, hang on, folks. I'm still here. Well, that ain't working. All right, never mind. All right, what did I miss? Okay. Try to put a different logo on the motor, man, and I'm messing up somewhere. It's taken. So I want to test the logo out. Make sure it's not the logo that's the issue. All right, so pickle relish in your peanut butter, yuck, is right. All right, let's crank the juice up to it, see what it does. Because it's running fine on the layout. Yeah, we'll see what it does. Or we can do something else. Okay, let's do something else. So last week, still sitting down there. So last week, I talked about the little Plymouth Hustler that I got from Gulf Coast Model Trains. This little guy. And I went ahead and I've decaled it up. There's a tip of the day coming about this. And decaled it up, and I was so impressed with this. I got it, a week ago Tuesday? And on Thursday morning, not yesterday, last week, I called them up and had them send me another one. And again, I've done a review on this. I'm not big into reviews, but I'm so impressed by these little guys that it's either Tuesday or Thursday next week. I'll go through it in more detail. So this one will go over to Lockport Industrial, which is the area underneath or behind the StreamYard duck. No, what? A great wake-up meal. No, yeah, okay, I get it. Yeah, if you were pregnant, it might work. Anyway, so that'll go over there. So now I can put the little red one back, and I don't know why this other one's not working on the Motorman. Because it works on the regular layout. Let me load it in. Oh, well, that may have been the issue. Huh. Huh. That one ain't running now either, so I've messed something up somewhere. That's why I need to load. There it goes. There it goes. I love that story, Artie. Okay, Anthony, we'll see you in a bit. Yeah, I did. I saw that, Lynn. I mean, they're cute little things. And for a little industrial switcher, you know, I've got over at Lockport Industrial as an example. In fact, let me switch a Whoopsie. Let me switch a camera around. I'll show you what I'm talking about. That is where I had my original AHM and then Bachmann, and it didn't work out. So where's that? Which camera am I needing? This one. Okay. And I need this. Okay, so that area over there is Lockport Industrial. Okay, and it's got the gravel company here that is fed this way. It's got the Texaco refinery and the grain elevator and the harbor that's fed this way. All right, so as the Santa Fe local comes to the area, it's extremely difficult to switch out if you have cars for both leads. Okay, so by having one of those little hustlers on one side or the other, doesn't matter, he can help position those cars and do the set outs for that area. So it works out real well. And then the other one, of course, is on the Aurora, which is, of course, here. He's on his way back. Now the camera that's taking this is a challenge. All right, I'll show you what I'm talking about. There it is. It's a GoPro or a GoPro knockoff down there at street level. And it was on a little mini tripod. But there's no room over there for this thing. All right. And eventually, the street scene gets extended out to here and then has a bridge that comes across this way, which will act as a scene break. So there's really no good place for that little tripod. So what is that camera? How's that camera mounted? Well, another item in my windfall was a package of 4 of these hot shoe swivel mounts. And what can be done very simply, they come apart, of course. You got the swivel mount, and then you got the hot shoe mount. And you can undo this. And what I've done on that camera mount over there now, hey Rick, over there is the little hot shoe mount, which is this piece. I drilled a hole in the back side of the furniture factory, got inside it because all those buildings come off still, and stuck this through the wall. Then anchored it with this. Right. And then the swivel mount simply screws onto that, and it all clamps down on that wall. And then the camera mounts to this, which allows it to pivot, all right, swivel. So that camera can actually do a 180 and then 180 around to face back this direction, and then swivel this way, depending on what I want to, either, can look back over towards here in the ice house, or can look up the farm scene. So that was another set of items. And the other 3 I'll find places for where I don't have cameras now, but where I may want to put a camera. These are a viable alternative. Okay, Mike. Oh, I can unbox this thing. So like I said, Tuesday or Wednesday, tip of the day, we'll be going through this little Plymouth Hustler. And I did notice, for those of you that were at or watching Strasburg, people's videos at Strasburg, I think it was Heath's video from the evening train ride, where everybody was being silly. There were 2 of them sitting off on a siding. Looks like they used those to reposition cars or even locomotives. So I can put this one. And these things, I am really impressed with these little things. They're so quiet. And as of the other day, if anybody's interested, they had an orange one at Gulf Coast Model Trains for $99.98. You can give Kelly or Dave a call. Gulf Coast Model Trains in Sarasota, Florida. if you're interested. Yeah, I am, Edward. Most of the stuff I've already opened. All right, because I don't want to wait a full week. You know, a lot of this stuff arrived Sunday, some of it arrived Monday, and so I didn't want to have to wait all week. I wanted to, like that little hustler, I needed to get it decaled and do some tip of the days. Yes, Joe, it is DCC. And not only, I do a review on it, so I don't want to burst the bubble, but it's DCC and it's got a Keep Alive in it. Okay. And you saw how tiny that little thing is. What did I do with the, what did I do with the, I had the shell from an old Bachmann or AHM. Yeah, here it is. Let me show you a comparison here. Now, I do all this in the tip of the day, so I'm spoiling my review, but oh well. Now, see the size of this. Now, you wouldn't think it's that small, but anybody that's been around a while and seen these old Plymouth Hustlers that, shoot, half a dozen companies made them. Bachmann, AHM, I think Athearn made them as well. All right, and this is what I'm talking about. All right, there's a 3-axle thing. All right, now let's compare the size. This is about half, maybe a little more than half the size of this thing. And I couldn't get a Keep Alive in one of these because it had the big round motor sticking up into the cab. All right, and POS. I went through 2 of these in the last 2 years. Over time, they get slower and slower and slower. I haven't done, the review is coming up, Bernard. I haven't posted it yet. A lot of my videos are done. It's not done, Steve. It's not done. And besides, it's not Chicago. It's Aurora, which is actually, in some aspects, dirtier. And yes, it needs to be dirtier. I don't disagree with that. Especially in the 60s. Now, by the end of the 70s, Chicago had been cleaned up quite a bit. It was not the rust bucket it once was. And because it became more of a financial city. All right. Extremely small, Joe. Extremely small. But like I say, for a small industrial place, all right, works great. All right, 1 car, 2 cars at a time. Welcome back, Randall. Yeah, I got a 70-ton too. And it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. And I use it over here at the roundhouse to switch out the farm and the fuel island. Because again, they've got opposite lead-ins. So, and those 3 engine, the 2 little Hustlers and the 70-ton, that's what's making up the new flag for the Retirement Railroad, which is another tip of the day coming out next week. So, yeah, those are cute little things too, Steve. The Trackmobiles. And I'm sure most of us have seen what James Regier up in St. Louis did for somebody, and putting in DCC and all those LEDs in it. I'm not sure. I couldn't do that. I know I couldn't. You mean a Galloping Goose, Bernard? Those converted trucks, buses from the what, 20s or 30s, typically on the narrow gauge railroads. Typically, not all, but typically. The Galloping Geese. Ooh, that might be the mailman. The real mailman. It is! We got another mail call. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. All right. I told you, there's too many mail trains coming. Yeah. Penny, my mail call alarm, yeah. Well, let's go ahead and open up one of these. Which one? Which one should we open? All right, we'll do this one. This big box for this little box. Yeah, exactly. All right. 100 count of metal wheels. Because I was running low. 33. These are 33s. Oh, my dog is very well trained, Bernard. She tells me when the mailman's coming. She tells me when, and this is before she sees them. She knows the vibration or sound of the trucks, and it's only the delivery trucks. All right, Amazon, UPS, FedEx, the mailman, and DHL. No, Bernard, these are Walthers. Okay. And I've used Intermountain. I've used Walthers. I've used Bachman. Um, and quite frankly, like most things in life, they're all done by the same manufacturer and then marketed by different companies. All right. The Walthers are identical to the Bachmans, and the Intermountains, I would challenge. There may be a slight difference in Intermountains, but I would challenge anybody to be able to tell the difference. Yeah, they've re-geared back up. Some things are getting available again. Some things aren't. No, nothing from Train World. The last set of metal wheels I got 50 5 packs of 10 from Stop Hobbies, Intermountains. I don't like the KD wheels. All right, I got some. Where are they? Yeah, see? The 522s, these are metal, but they're black. Right? And I just don't like them. But that's me. Are these 33? These are 36. I had some 33s for a while too. Yeah, the BLI one. Are you talking Trikmobile? That's the one I'm talking about. As far as Trikmobile, it's a BLI. Okay. Well, let's see what the other one was, shall we? FedEx is supposed to drop something off today too. For those that weren't here at the beginning of the stream, you may not have heard me say I had a windfall last Friday. Well, Friday or Saturday. I got an email after Friday's live stream from apparently my bank. And you know how you get credit cards can build up points or bonus dollars, whatever you want, and then you redeem them and so forth and so on. You know, I got a card that does that. I've never ever redeemed anything. Okay. And I probably, had stuff expire or whatever. And they said, well, it's now usable at Amazon. And I'm going, yeah, this is just another scam. And that was on Friday afternoon. Saturday morning, about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time, I was up and I was looking for something. And I don't even remember what it was. It may have been those metal wheels. I'm not sure. And lo and behold, I'm getting ready to buy something on Amazon, and it asked me if I want to link my credit card to Amazon, my credit card points. And I'm going, what? I haven't done mine yet, Steve. Anyway, it asked me if I wanted to link to points, and I'm going, well, this is Amazon. I know I'm in Amazon, so this thing must be true. So I said, yeah, I'll link it. Then all of a sudden, it told me how many dollars I had available, and as you can see, and we're not near done yet. There was a substantial amount. So I went on a shopping spree at 3 o'clock in the morning last Saturday, and it's been all this stuff's been arriving all week. All right, so what's in this one now? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, that's the one James Regier did. It was a BLI for a friend of his, and it was amazing. About a year and a half ago, I think, and it took him 6 months or so to do it. Now this here, I know what it is, I think, and it may or may not be within my era, but it's my railroad, so the hell with it. Isn't that how it works? Probably not. Oh, hi, Bernard. Hey, Bernard, I got a question for you. All right. I joined the month of the club of the month in March and made a payment, and then got like mid-March, and then April rolled around and made a payment. All right, and then end of April got the mobile home, which is cool, by the way. I haven't done anything with it, but it's cool. And then beginning of May rolled around, made another payment. So I've made 3 payments and have gotten 2 months worth. Is that just the normal delay? The couch you can see, but the bed is hidden, so it really doesn't matter. Okay, that's a good tip. All right, a spine car. And the reason I got these, you may recall, I think it was last week, I got these Burlington trailers. All right, they'll go good on these spine cars. My wife does. Thank God. She doesn't expect me to. I'm wondering how these things are going to track. Cool. Yeah, no big deal. If it's just a delay, Bernard, that's fine. I'm not complaining. I'm loving it, actually. I was talking about it earlier, and how nice the items are. I was showing off this one with the truck up on the blocks, and then all the stuff that comes with it. And of course, I didn't read what everything was, so Steve was giving me hell for not reading what everything actually was. So. I was wondering why it was so loud. I got my North Coast Limited sitting right here, fired up, making noise. These wheels seem like they're binding a little bit, so I need to get my axle grinder out. Are these supposed to turn? I know. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of give to it. And that one's binding a bunch. These must be 28-inch wheels on here. Yeah, this was new in 6 of 84, so I'm only 14, 15, probably 20 years out of my era. Oops. But I'll just say that they're the like I do with everything else. They're just the prototype being tested. How's that? Does that work? Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get the truck trimmer out. Handy dandy truck trimmer. And see, Bernard, I don't know what actual day of the month it was. I mean, it may have been before the 15th. It may have been after. But I know I made the payment, the first payment, then the first of the next month made a payment. The month after that made a payment, and so 3 payments in, but 2 kits. And again, I'm not complaining. I was in logistics, so I know how stuff like that can be. So anyway, if you're not a member, I recommend it. The Mini Prints of the Month Club, $25 for a kit every month, and that includes the shipping on it. So, try to find that amount of stuff for $25 somewhere. And I think I got the other one. Yeah, I got the mobile home from last month with, the ITLA wooden deck. Hell, that's probably $10 in and of itself or more. So anyway, all the kits I have yet to build. Wait till the 2nd, Bernard. The 1st or the 2nd. But today works too. Wow, we're at an hour and a half, and I still got a bunch of stuff to go. All right, so the next thing. So Artie, are you still? I mean, who was it? Artie or Lynn? Lynn? How much stuff did you get? Okay, so the next thing, and Steve, you and I had a conversation about this next item, and it was 148 bulk packs. I tried to get the 50 pair, but couldn't get the 50 pair. But I got the 25 pair, so yay me. These are wheels and couplers are things I always want to have, and trucks. I take it back, and trucks. I got a pack of trucks here, plastic trucks, because every now and then I run across a freight car that has the old metal sprung trucks, and I've had terrible luck with those shorting things out. So I just switch everything to plastic trucks and use my handy dandy truck tool, and then put metal wheels in and KD couplers, and away we go. right, Lynn. How many things have I opened already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I've opened 7 things in an hour and a half, Lynn. So far. So far. Yeah, I wish I would have the time to do that contest. Mini Princess has a contest going on right now, using their prints, put together a diorama or a scene and send in, what is it, 4 photographs, Steve or Bernard? I think it's 4, no more than 4. If I wouldn't have been working on Aurora the way I've been working on Aurora, would have done it. Because one of the next scenes I'm going to work on is where the mobile home's going. But that's more scenery. Yeah, well. Well, maybe I can get to it then, Bernard. No promises. No promises. Now, Lynn, do you know what the Flying Crow, what Edward's talking about with Flying Crow? All right, Steve, take care. Oh, I'm definitely having fun, Bernard. Definitely having fun. Okay, I got another tip of the day coming out next week. It's already filmed, and it has to do with. Let's switch cameras again. And you can't see it, so let me pull it out where you can see it. A cheat though. All right. The next one I already opened and I've already used because I had to do the video. You're kidding me. Come on. Okay. So, a few weeks ago at Caboose Stop Hobbies, I got that Athearn Blue Box SD45. Okay. And got it home. I mean, had it shipped, got it here. And it was DC. And it ran like a champ on DC. Okay. I mean, it was really ran good. Smooth as silk, unlike most old blue boxes. Well, I took it apart because I wanted to look at it and see about putting a decoder in it. And what I found was this, and let me switch cameras again. What I found was this motor. and it's Proto Power West from Japan. All right, and it's a nice motor. The installation job was a little to be desired. The ground wire, the blue boxes, as most people know, are the left side pickup goes through the chassis. All right, so they had used one of the old motor mount screws, holes, and put a screw in it to put the left side lead to, and then they caulked this motor into place. All right, and it's the old style of yoke drive shaft, slotted drive shaft drivetrain. And I said, if I'm going to put a DCC chip in this thing, I'm definitely not going to leave it caulked. I'm definitely not going to use the screw and the left side truck mounting the way it was. All right, so I ordered a new replacement motor, an SD45. It replaces the ready to roll, makes it DCC ready, okay, with a DCC board on it. Just right here. Okay. So the new motor got here, and this was on the new motor, and I'm not going to go into detail about all that. But I went ahead and ordered the chip, and as long as I was getting that, I got a few wiring harnesses as well. Iron Planet Hobbies used Heath's discount code, which is like, I don't know, it's 5%, 7%, 10%. I don't know what the discount is, but I do know it also includes free shipping. All right, so I got this delivered to the house for $5 less than if I would have had to drive an hour to one of the two hobby shops around me, okay, and spin the gas. So I was real happy with that. So I got 3 wiring harnesses and the Digitrax, their premium chip, which Digitrax premium chip is nothing compared to a Tsunami 2 or a Loke Sound or even a TCS. But for me, I blow the horn, I ring the bell, I turn the lights on and off, and every now and then something else ancillary to that. But I'm not into all the bells and whistles and ditch lights and so forth and so on. So it works for me, and so it's been repowered. Yeah, it's DCC and working real well. So that was the next mail call was from Iron Planet Hobbies. Okay. It's 10%, Joe? Okay. I thought, yeah. Whenever I must say that Iron Planet Hobbies is the first place I look for something, because that's the best deal. Using Heath's code, that's by far the best deal you're gonna find. After that, Yankee Dabbler and or Midwest Hobbies. Vinny's code at Yankee Dabbler works well. Yeah, I agree, Bernard. Ron Ron Marsh. Anyway, yeah, he's and DG Modelworks both have discount codes for Midwest. Not sure about Lombard. It's the replacement motor, Bernard C, from Athearn for an SD45. You put that motor is designed to drop into a ready to run SD45, and make it a Genesis. It's a Genesis motor and drivetrain. Okay, that you switch out for the ready to run. version, making it DCC ready. And then you hook in. It's got both a 9-pin and 8-pin connectors that you can use. And this is mounted on top of the motor. All right. Now you may say, okay, it's mounted right. There's a bracket and it comes mounted on top of the motor. Well, how come this one isn't? You'll have to watch the tip of the day to figure that out. You know, you can do a Firebox glow easy enough, Edward, off of Digitrax. You just take, I do a Mars light. I take the F3 function, which is your coupler, all right, and I wire in a 5mm warm white bulb and put it in the upper, on an E unit or F unit, put it in the upper spot, and then just do the programming in JMRI for it to become a Mars light. Okay, so you can do the same thing. You can use that. It's the brown wire on a Digitrax. The F3 function is simply making the coupler sound, but the brown wire off the sound side, you wire into that bulb, one side of the bulb, the other side comes back to the blue lead on the front. Harness, and away you go. Or the guy you know. I thought the guy you knew moved near me. Or you got another guy. Man. I've got engines sitting here talking to me. Because, again, I had track power on. Damn, we only got 20 minutes left. And we're not done. All right. So the next item on that we're on our mail call day is this little puppy. Ta-da! And what this is, it's one of, on Amazon, it's one of those kits. It comes with a compressor, a couple airbrushes, the compressor, cleaning kit, an airbrush holder, a double airbrush holder. It comes with a color wheel. Here's one airbrush. And then there's another airbrush. And I'm sure these are not premium airbrushes, okay? And that's fine. I'm not looking for a premium airbrush. Yeah, 2 airbrushes. The compressor's down there. And came with some paints. And I've got a bunch of military. I got a military set, and I got a rust set, and I've got some individual stuff like Pullman green and Chinese red and a bunch of different stuff. But these are just, you know, primary color type things. I don't have any of those, so that's a good thing. Looks like it comes with some thinner, cleaner, reducer, extender, yeah. White, yellow, deep black. I already have I have both gloss and flat black. Red, green, and blue. So all colors I don't have, so that's a good thing. Okay, thanks, Joe. I've got, Steve 87 left, but I've got. He had bought on Amazon Day last summer. He had gotten a good deal on one of these portable battery, rechargeable ones. I'm not good at cleaning. One of these, okay? And so I've been using it and doing good with it. All right. It just doesn't have. You're lucky if you're getting 20 psi out of it. It's probably closer to 15. And some of the things just simply need more oomph to them than that. God, we're almost down to 10 minutes. All right. The final mail call, I think, right, is since I got the airbrush kit, I had to get a paint booth. All right. So I got a paint booth like y'all probably saw Rick Bailey's, a year or so ago. So I got one of those foldable, collapsible, portable paint booths. And what I'm going to do is, anybody that's seen this room, well, let's take a look at the overhead camera, shall we? There ain't a whole lot of room in here. Not a whole lot of room in here. I'll show you what I mean. Maybe. Hang on a second. That over here. Put this here. And then we're going to do this. And that. Okay. What the hell happened? Is that so? I know why. Duh. Here. Okay. So now you can see the whole room. And I'm pretty cramped for space. But hopefully some of you remember, because I don't want to do it right now, but some of you will remember that this end piece that sits here underneath is on casters. So it rolls out. So I can take it out and roll it down here. All right. And put it here. Now, everybody may say, well, you got to vent that thing outside. Well, yeah, you do. But that portable air conditioner I was talking about, it sits right here and is vented outside. So all I got to do is roll it out, undo the vent, and run the vent from the paint booth into that vent. Okay. And then I'm good to go. Keep in mind, I'll use that portable thing for small jobs, but I've got bi-level commuter cars. I need to repaint all of those and strip off the Amtrak striping and put on Burlington decals and so forth. So and that's just one example of the paint stuff I have to do. So that's where the paint booth's going to go as I need it. Now I can get rid of this and put this back here. Well, hey, Lynn, it was not just Jason and me. We also had John Linton in here with us too. So there's 3 of us. Well, Bernard, the dryer is on the other side of the house. Okay. This thing here is vented straight out the wall. Okay. Hey, hi. Glad you could make it. What, did Artie go? Oh, I missed that. Bye, Artie, if you're still here. Sweet dreams. So I think that's all my mail calls. I think. Unless there's another one outside waiting on me. Let's see. And there might be. Yeah, I'm still missing something. But I think it's coming FedEx. Let me check. Let me check. All right, I gotta find out. Hang on. I ordered that from Amazon. Duh. It's off of eBay. It's out for delivery. The on that SD45 that I showed you, the motor came. The motor has the new drivetrain, the hexagonal drivetrain that utilizes a hex on one end, dog bone, and spines on the other side. And the motor came with one. Well, the SD45 takes 2. So I don't get it, you know, why it didn't come with 2. Unless, well, I know why. All right. But again, I'm not going to spoil my tip of the day. You know, Edward, I didn't really say it was small. I just, I said my area. Layout's crammed in here. My area is fairly small to move around in, especially when my bench is here. Okay. Now, granted, I do have a workshop bench area out in the garage, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, but aren't you doing N scale too, Edward? That's right, Bernard. It's trains. Lynn leave too? Jeez, I keep missing everybody leaving. Bye, Lynn. All right, we're down to 5 minutes, folks. So, what all do you all? What does everybody have going on this weekend? All right, you saw my stuff. I'm still waiting for the dog bones to put the other dog bone in that SD45. But I'm betting it'll be here shortly on FedEx. Anything happening? Printing mini prints, of course, Bernard. Other Bernard. Who would have thunk we would have two Bernards? So, mini print, Bernard. How many new 3D printers did you have to add when you? Because you said business is good, and you moved into that new building. Did you add a bunch of printers as well? I got a hunch other Bernard is not talking about a puppy dog, Doc Alice. Oh no, hi. So sorry to hear that. 10 new printers, wow. And I bet you they're just a humming all day long. 1876 and HO. Oh, okay. Okay, 20 by 20 would be this room twice as wide, roughly. So just, who needs a couch or a refrigerator or Utter Bernard has better vision? I'll tell you what, I was amazed with the little lawn chairs with the mobile home package from last month. Watch out for low-flying trees. I saw that video you did, Bernard. Hey, stuff happens, right? Even to the most experienced. Now I got a reason to build my my Burlington cars. I mean my Burlington trailers. But I have to use my truck tool. All right, folks. Well, I want to thank you for joining me for Friday Live and Mail Call here at the Retirement Railroad. All right, stay tuned next Tuesday and Thursday for more tip of the days, and you'll see some of the. I go through 2 different tips of the day and mistakes I made and how to correct them. Well, stay dry, Joe. All right, John, you take care. Enjoy your weekend. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Wow. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do if I had to pull this thing down. Luckily, there's no utilities or anything. And so I should be in good shape here. Everything's up off the ground. Mike, thank you for joining us today. Y'all be good. Bye now.